All right, today, very exciting. We have Edge of Eternities. I bought lots of stuff. Mostly because I just want lots of the cards because the art is gorgeous. So I was only allowed to buy one collector box from my local card shop. I got a bundle and a booster box. The reason I got the booster box is there's these really dope old school sci-fi novel cover like special guest cards, and evidently they're way easier to get out of this box, but it's still a little rare. I don't know. There's like a couple weird things going on with this set. There are misprint cards where they've double typed words. There's a non-legendary creature that has a legendary border. There's one other one, and I've forgotten what the misprint is. So that will be cool. We'll have to watch for that. But this has like a chance to be what's called a God box. And the God box will have a bunch of the sci-fi book cover arts. The other possibility of a God box play booster is it has like 30 shocklands. So there's a high possibility of those in the play booster box. We got a bundle because of similar reasonings. I saw some people pull some really awesome cards from bundles, or I was reading about it online. Also, bundle has the cool lands, all the full art lands, and the new lands look amazing. We'll probably start with the bundle and go from there. But let's dive into some of the cool cards we can get are down below. I didn't pull a ton of them because there's a lot of really cool cards. But yeah, Devastating Onslaught right here. Very prominent. Starfield Vocalist is like a huge hit. If we pull a Fractured Foil, which will look more like this card, it's like at one point was going for $1,000, almost $1,000, which is insane. Ice Till Explorer, this version of the card, which is the Fractured Foil, like kind of white border, is going for like 500. Like these are pipe dreams, but fun. We know what we're going for. And then this is the coolest art, in my opinion. Now, there's a really cool art of Cythera the Super Void that would be bomb to get, but this one's amazing looking. But this Deafening Silence, which is a special guest reprint, but all of the special guests are these really cool, like old school sci-fi, like novella, novel book covers, like the softback books. They all used to have this kind of crazy art style. And honestly, I just want all of those. I don't even know what deck I'd put them in, but these are the cards I want the most. Again, all of these cards would be dope. There's like Breeding Pool, Void Altars, Windswept Bastion. There's an Earthos card. Tezzeret would be amazing. I'd love to pull a Tezzeret. Lots of really cool cards. But these are kind of like the big hits, or the ones I care about, meaning this last card that I haven't really seen a ton of listings for. All right, let's get into it, guys. This will be fun. We're going to start with the Edge of Eternities bundle. This will have a cool spin down, some cool art stuff to it. Should be exciting. As always, bundles come with these like cool little card boxes to hold all the things, which is very helpful and nice. And then usually comes with like some sort of advertisement, and then talks about like some of the new mechanics and things in the set. Usually these relate to like building decks and stuff, which is fun. Especially if you're going to a pre-release, which we did pick up a couple we might dive into, like I said, later this weekend. Should be fun. All right, so here is our cool spin down. Oh, actually, this might be one of the best spin downs we've seen. It's very celestial in nature, or spacey. Oh, that looks dope. That's awesome. Cool little emblem on it as well. Put that on a 20 face up, which is the cool little symbol. Yeah. Maybe it'll give us luck. All right. Yeah, little card dividers, little pog thingies to mark your cards when you play. I always grab these card dividers. It's helpful for dividing up when we got lands and junk cards and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like the art in this set a lot. like I said already. So this set's cool. It's very much space themed, obviously. But they go to the Edge of Eternities is kind of like slightly outside the multiverse. I was looking up the backstory of this set, which is kind of fun. I'd like to get further into some of the lore of Magic the Gathering. But this is like completing some arc about Metronome. And it introduces the Edge, or Edge of Eternities, which is outside the multiverse, bordering the Blind Eternities. In Magic lore, the Blind Eternities is like where the Planeswalkers, how they like travel or something. I was looking that up because I did not know what that was. All right, let's dive into the promo card. This should have our regular lands and the promo card in it. Ooh, heck yeah, rare. We have Emissary Escort. Ooh, that's cool. All right, especially if you're playing an artifact deck. Oh, look at these lands. Dude, these lands are freaking sweet. Not gonna lie, I was hoping these lands would have the Galaxy foil, but the foil ones are amazing just as much. Like, the full art lands are killer. Look at that island. I mean, we've said it a lot. This, to me, these lands blow Tarkir Dragonstorm out of the water. Out of the water. I like the Tarkir Dragonstorm, the like Shadowlands with the Dragon Shadow kind of being cast down. But holy swamp. Oh my goodness. I feel like some of this doesn't show up super well on camera, but the foiling on these is pretty cool. I'm excited to see the Galaxy foils. Heck yeah, Pepper. We'll do those later today. Ignore my blood blister. Okay, you know what? The mountain looks so much better in person. I've seen a couple videos and some art of it. It looks really good in person. Forest looks great. Yeah, the plains is probably one of the coolest ones. So clean, yeah. This forest is cool, though. Like, I like the ice on these trees. Like, it's just interesting. Lots to look at. These are US packs, so they should be just regular order as we open. We'll get rid of the token, robot, and lander. The lander seems like big in this set. Lander seems big in this set. All right, we're going to go slow at first, speed up a little bit as we get through this stack. All right, we got Cryo Shatter, Weft Blade Enhancer, a Drix Artificer. We got Shattered Wings, a sorcery, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying surveil 1. That'll be useful in this set. Caveron, Troubadour, Turbo Drone, whatever. We'll call him a Troubadour from now on. Gravkill. Ooh, Wormwall Sweeper. So this is like one of the new kind of subset or subcards in Magic. What happens is you play this card, it's just an artifact at first, right? So it's a pretty cheap artifact, and then you need to tap a creature to boost the charge counters on this until you get 4+, and then it becomes a 2/2 creature with flying. Very cool. Got another comment. Ooh, Command Bridge. All right, our first uncommon is Rescue Skiff, another one of the spacecraft. Next uncommon, we have Seed Ship Brood Tinder. All right, next uncommon, Biomechan Engineer. I think this might be our penultimate or last uncommon. Gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. Untap that permanent. It gains haste until end of turn. If it's a spacecraft, put 10 charge counters on it. If you do, remove 10 charge counters from it at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, landers definitely ramp you into some mana really fast. This is kind of cool. Systems Override is kind of like, I think there's a white card from a previous set that allows you to take control of another card. There's Mind Spire or whatever, which is a more expensive version of this card, I think. Very cool. All right, our first rare, Pinnacle Star Cage. Oh, that's cool. I like the art. When this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until this artifact leaves the battlefield. For 8, put each card exiled this way or with this artifact into its owner's graveyard, then create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each card put into the graveyard this way. Sacrifice this artifact. That could be huge, especially playing against like certain decks, like specifically my dog deck. This would murder. But that's a cool card. Heck yeah. All right, next card. It's a common. It's foil. Sky Stinger, Insect Warrior. A lot of insect cards. It has reach. It's a 3-drop for a 3/3. Whenever this creature blocks a creature with flying, this creature gets +5/+0 until end of turn. Oh, that's nice. Nice little sacrifice creature. And a foil island. Just regular. All right, next pack. So I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of these. And then we're going to jump into the collector booster. We'll start picking up the pace a little bit, too. All right, we got a human soldier token and a lander. We'll put the lander up in hopes that we find some cool lands. All right, Sammy's Curiosity. And Slag Drill Scrapper. Decode Transmissions. Cryogenic Relic. It's just a blue artifact. When this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Sacrifice this artifact, put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature. That's pretty sweet. Squire's Lightblade. Another command bridge. I will probably be putting this in most of my commander decks. What? This. Okay. We're like 5 cards in. How many cards in are we? We have a mythic special guest card. Dude, this is fucking awesome. All right, what is it? Paradox Haze. Holy shit. Oh, this is so cool. Dude, this is like a god pack. I don't know if this is where this card is supposed to be because we haven't even gotten to uncommons. We were still very much in the commons. Dude. All right, we're back to uncommons. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Honor, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Draw a card for a 1-drop. That's great. Halia, Ascendant Cadet, human soldier, legendary creature. We are in the uncommons, so it must have been at the end of the commons, between the commons and uncommons. That's interesting to say the least. Man, and it's a mythic. It's our first mythic from the set. All right, next uncommon, Scour for Scrap. Ooh, I'm setting this aside. I want this for my red-blue group hug deck. Molecular Modifier. All right, our first rare, 0-point Ballad. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less. You lose X life. If X is 6 or more, return a creature card put into your graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. Oh shit. So it's like you could board wipe and then bring back a card from your graveyard. That's awesome. I mean, you lose life, but like for commander, this almost doesn't matter. Kind of. That's awesome. All right, put that in our rares. Let's rearrange here. All right, next pack. Man, if this pack doesn't have a cool card in it, I'll be a little sad. I'm hyped. I'm getting hyped up. All right, let's get rid of the token. Put the lander up top. Get rid of the trash. All right, we got Star Breach Whale. All right, next common, Starport Security, Robot Soldier. Germinating Worm. I like the worms too. It's like the tapeworm in my belly. Orbital Plunge. Embrace Oblivion. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, destroy target creature or spacecraft. For a 1-drop, that ain't bad. Volley Gale Blade. Flash flying. It's a jellyfish warrior. Sacrifice this creature, draw a card. Galactic Wayfarer, human creature scout. This creature enters, create a lander token. Chrome Companion! Hell yes. It is an artifact creature dog. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, I gain 1 life. I can tap 2 mana, tap this creature, put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Dude. What a cute little puppy dog. Dude, look at that little guy. He's a little robot dog. Going into the old doggy deck. Reroute systems. Next uncommon is Immediate Terrorist. It has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, you gain 1 life. Classic green. We got Ruinous Rampage. And our first rare. Ooh, a Leviathan Starwinder. Hell yeah. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Whenever any creature. So I don't even have to get through with this creature. Y'all are the worst. All of you. It is very neat art. I agree, Pepper. I'll talk to you now. And only you, Pepper. All right. Next up, uncommon Dawn Strike Vanguard Foil. And an island to round out this one. All right, next pack. All right, we got Mech and Shieldmate. Focus Fire. Focus Fire deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature for a 1-drop. That's pretty rad. Intrepid Tenderfoot. Rig of War. Target creature gets +3/+0. All right, next one. Common Virus Beetle. I like the art on that one. Oh, Lost in Space. Look at that. Lost in Space. I love that show. Always wanted to write a show like it. Pretty sweet. I like the art. All the art in this set is amazing. Chrome Companion! We got 2 of them now. Void Forge Titan. We're going to move on. Lash Whip Predator. Next one, Gigastorm Titan. Oh, this one looks good. This one looks good. It's a rare, number 30. Oh, it almost looks foil. It's not. It's not. Needle's Spire Land. This land enters tapped. Add a mountain or plains. Tap 4 until the end of turn. This land becomes a 2/1 red and white elemental creature with double strike. It is still a land. Look at that, though. Yeah, okay, so this, I don't have an example down below, but this is one of the special border treatments that all of them can come in. Not all of them, but a lot of them, specifically the lands, can come in this, like these planet lands and stuff. Oh, that looks so good. All right, next up. Minimum the Right Hand. Legendary creature Jellyfish Advisor. All right. Penultimate one. We've got Rayblade Trooper. And a forest. Hey, that's 2 huge hits. We got Needle Spire and Jellyfish Artificer. Minimum. Pretty good pack. All right, next one. We got a Robot Lander token. We got Gene Pollinator, Robot Insect, Bombard, Elovi Light Jammer, Equipment, that's cool, Dark Endurance, Starfighter Pilot, Lost in Space again, Zookeeper Mechan, Dawn Strike Vanguard as our first uncommon, this time not in foil. Dauntless Scrapbot. A little robot. A little robot. Next uncommon, pull through the weft. Ooh, that's kind of cool. All right, next up is Blade of the Swarm. Oh, extinguish your battleship. You sunk my battleship. This spacecraft enters destroy target non-creature permanent. Then this spacecraft deals 4 damage to each creature. That's crazy. And Squire's Lightblade. We got this already. Another full art planes. Rad. Dude, I can't wait to put those in some of my decks. Night Luminary. Detzel, I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. Blooming Stinger. Cav Land Seeker. Oh, that has Menace. I like Menace. Beamsaw Prospector. Cloud Skull Technician. Another Jellyfish. Zookeeper Mechan. Thawbringer. First uncommon. Evoli Infiltrator. Jellyfish Rogue. Oh, heck yeah. Susarian Voidborn. Next up is another Rescue Skiff. Seed Ship Broodtender again. And our first rare, Requiem Monolith. All right, Germinating Worm, but this time in foil and a mountain. All right, our run of every other open being good is kind of failed there. All right, we have Selfcraft Mechan, Flight Deck Coordinator. I believe we've pulled both of these. Drix Fatemaker, Melded Moxie. Ooh, I like that card. Whenever this artifact enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. That's kind of cool. Comet Crawler, an insect horror with lifelink for 3. That's cool. Sinister Crier. Temporal Intervention. Our first uncommon, Starfield Shepherd, an angel. I like it. A little celestial angel looking thing. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to put that aside for my angel deck I'm building. Sammy! An uncommon legendary. Sammy is interesting. Seed Ship Agrarian. And our last uncommon, Scrounge for Eternity. Scrounge for Eternity. That kind of looks like Tezzeret. Delete the VOD, please. Oh, but I wanted to make a video out of it. Rare! Hard Light Containment. And Systems Override in foil and a Forest in foil. That's fun. All right, penultimate pack from the bundle box. I can just edit it. I can just color correct it in every frame. Oh my god, that would take forever. I'm already slow at editing. Ice Cave Crasher. We got Trample with Landfall. Hard to beat that. It is a 4-drop though. Orbital Plunge deals 6 damage. Oh yeah, we've gotten this card. Very cool. Orbital Plunge. Beamsaw Prospector. We also got that. Evoli Glade Blade. We've gotten that. Night Luminary. Blooming Stinger. Radiant Strike. Destroy target artifact or tapped creature you gain. Ooh, that's not bad. It is a 4-drop. Our first uncommon. Ooh, we haven't gotten this one yet. This is Debris Field Crusher. That's actually pretty good. A little expensive, but dealing 3 damage to a target creature as it enters is pretty good. Dual Sun Adepts. Double Strike. Earthos Exile. What crime did you commit that makes me your best opinion? Best option. I can't read. Tezzeret said that. Tapestry Warden. Ooh, that's cool. All right, we got our first rare. Consult the star charts. You can kick this. pay it as an additional cost, which probably means look at the top X cards of the library where X is the number of lands you control. Put one of those cards into your hand. If the spell was kicked, put 2 of those cards in your hand. Hell yeah. And Fungal Colossus. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. And a forest. Last pack in our bundle. We have Bright Spear Zealot, Sky Stinger, Nebula Dragon. Ooh, that's an expensive freaking dragon. A 7-drop for a 4/4 as flying. When this creature enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. That's fine. But for 7? Damn. Grave Pack Moist. Grave Pack Moist. Cryo Shatter. Weft Blade Enhancer, a Drix artifact. Artificer? Yeah. Mechanoza, another robot jellyfish. When this creature enters, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. This is a 6-drop, but you could warp it in for 3 to stun something. That's kind of cool. Ooh, I like the art on this one. Desculpting Blast. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If it was attacking, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. That's kind of cool. Close Encounter. Territorial Bruntar. Singularity Rupture. That art is rad. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill half their library rounded down. Whoa. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill half their library rounded down. So if I played this, I could just name everyone but myself. And then they're down to 50-ish cards, let's say. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, that's cool. A mythic. Oh, hell yeah. All right, we got Ouroboros, Plant Worm. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. Damn. It's not even legendary. This as a commander would be insane. Because it's only going to keep going up. And then if you have any equipment or enchantments to boost this, that is pretty big. Because then it's just continuing to build on itself. That's rad. Hell yeah. I'll put that there. Swarm Color. I think we got that. And a Swamp. Oh, I forgot the token. All right. Heck yeah, dude. All right. So that was our bundle. Oh, we got a buy a pack promo. I forgot about this. Singularity Rupture. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill have. Oh, wait. I didn't expect that. I didn't realize I was like, man, this sounds so familiar. It doesn't look the same. That's cool. 2 different arts of that one. We got some hits. We got a few of the chase cards from this bundle box opening. The coolest cards we definitely got the coolest card was the special guest Sci-Fi book cover. I believe it was Paradox Haze. I'm really excited about it. I want to try and collect all of those cards. It would be very fun to have kind of those on display or put them in some decks. I have a Sliver deck. I would love the Sliver Overlord. That one's going to be kind of hard to find. It is a lot rarer. It is already very expensive. So this box cost about $50 at my local card shop. I think we got probably pretty close. I did not add them all up. I was trying to do this edit pretty quick to get it out before the set officially releases today, August 2nd, Friday. I am also working on editing up the collector booster box break, which had a bunch more hits. If you watched the VOD or you saw the live stream, you know what we got there. I think overall, this set's just really cool. Super cool art. The best things from this box are definitely getting a bunch of the full art lands. The bundle comes with essentially 4 of each land type, 2 full arts, foil, non-foil, and then same with like a traditional bordered land. So it's cool to have those already. Collecting up a bunch of those lands so that we can put them in a bunch of decks, because I think these lands look gorgeous. We'll have to look and see what other cool commanders we can get. We got the little chrome puppy dog that's gonna go in the puppy dog, like I mentioned. Love my puppy dog deck. It's my favorite commander deck I've made. And then hopefully, like I said, hopefully we keep opening up more and get more of these cool sci-fi cover art special guest cards. But what a fun box, what a fun break. We will be having the collector booster box. We'll also be opening some pre-releases, and I may have just gotten a line on a few more collector booster boxes at a price that I could feel comfortable buying them at, so we'll be opening more of those soon. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to like and subscribe. Go to twitch.tv/MartianQuest. Give us a follow or a sub there if you enjoyed this video or some of our other ones. All right.
Go. 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 Control. Go. Falcon. Go. UNC. Go. Go. Surgeon.